Hello, welcome to our presentation on augmented reality by Lauren Mason, Andrew Suk, Grayson McCart, Brandon Yarbrough, and John Conahan. What we have here is an augmented reality demo on pretty much what explains what augmented reality is. So there was a demo on what augmented reality is, and we'll go in depth on what it actually is. So what is augmented reality? Well, right here, it adds digital elements to a live view, often by using a camera on a smartphone, which is primarily like your Android device or your iPhone. And the question is what really is it? And it uses GPS, and it uses our data and your phone's clock to determine how and what things appear. And right here we have Pokemon Go, which is a great example of what augmented reality is. And there's two types. We have marker-based AR and markerless AR. Marker-based AR uses images recognition to identify objects that have been pre-programmed into your AR device or app. So right here it is using images, and it recognizes the objects, and there's objects in the specific app that has been pre-programmed to show you what it really is. And markerless AR it has the ability to recognize items on the fly, and it uses a coding, an algorithm in your device, and it looks for patterns, colors, or other features that might tip it off. What augmented reality brings to the table in these organizations is that these developers now have the ability to explore new possibilities. And augmented reality gives a scale to users when the event isn't physically present. So let's say you'd want furniture in a specific size and a specific scale. IKEA app has a wonderful AR software that can place furniture within the scale to show you what it would look like if let's say you put a couch in your house. That's a great way augmented reality has been implemented in our everyday lives. What the future holds for augmented reality? It's supposed to continue to grow at a compound annual rate of 75%, And with not only that, there's going to be a large amount of augmented reality games, like we've already said, like Pokemon Go. And what I really like here is this picture is the Google Glass, which is augmented reality in itself. It's not a familiar product in the market, but it is a well-known market for people who are in the augmented reality area. And what it does is shows you notifications from your phone or something like that, and it displays it on the glasses specifically. And like we've already said, I talked about the IKEA application and even the ruler application. Let's not forget about that. It gives you a scale on what approximately something is measured in inches or centimeters, and you can choose something like, let's say like you want to measure out a table. You can choose the scale ruler and it'll show you how many inches or centimeters it is through augmented reality. Something we couldn't have done before if it wasn't for this implementation of augmented reality. Now, some people get confused with the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented reality provides real-life experience in its technology, while virtual reality incorporates a different dimension that the software has created for a person to see. And right here we have the Samsung virtual reality, and it shows you it has its own software pre-programmed. It doesn't include real-time things. You're put in a virtual dimension aside, where augmented reality, you incorporate real-life situations and you use the smartphone's camera in order to use the software or the reality. And here are examples of current augmented realities. So the Weather Channel has studio effects to where it would place us in a specific area. There's the Disney coloring book. It makes what you've colored, it'll pop up. We've talked about Pokemon Go countless times. That was probably one of the first augmented reality apps to come from the smartphone market. We have Snapchat with the filters. That's very popular among the younger demographics. Like I've said before, again, there's the IKEA app, which it shows like what would it look like if a chair was put in there. And then last but not least, we have the Sephora app. And here is some software about virtual reality, just to show the differences between what augmented reality is and then virtual reality, because sometimes those two get very confused. So we have the Oculus Rift, the Vive, there's the PlayStation 4, and actually the Oculus Rift was the first virtual reality hardware that first came out into the market. And at first it was very expensive, but now I'm sure they've lowered the prices considering that there's more virtual reality hardware pieces. And here's our reference page, and that's pretty much it.